The Supreme Court fixes date for hearing of FG's appeal against Nnamdi Kanu. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. This comes after the federal government filed and served notice of appeal and motion of stay on Kanu's legal team on Wednesday, October 19th. Reacting to development on this occasion, Mr. Ifeanyi Jofo, ESQ, the lawyer for the detained IPOB leader, said they were not disturbed because the federal government has the right to appeal. However, Ejiofor dismissed the appeal as lacking authority, as the federal government decided not to comply with the valid appeal court order, which dropped all 15 charges against Kanu by the federal government. On Thursday, during a periodic court-ordered visit, we discussed our strategies for successfully enhancing the effectiveness of these processes as they affect Onyendu's unconditional release sentence against Nnamdi Kanu in a DSS detention facility. He accepts all of our strategies, especially now that the act to stay on enforcement has been scheduled for hearing on Monday, October 24th, 2022. Although FGN's right to appeal is a constitutional right, we firmly believe that FGN must first comply with the Court of Appeal's order ordering Onyendu's immediate and unconditional release. FGN has ignored affirmative court orders issued as of October 13, 2022 by the Court of Appeal, which apparently annulled Onyendu and prohibited the FGN from further detaining him and or forcing him to subject to any suit or other lawsuit, Ejiofor told the Daily Independent. According to the jurist, the law provides that a party who fails to comply with a court order cannot be entitled to or exempt from performance under a court's fair order for suspension of enforcement under the same order. Onyendu's legal team by your Sikh scholar Chief Mike Ozekome's son stands ready to literally pull the rug from under their feet at the court on May 24th, 2022. There is no doubt that is completely incompetent, remaining in execution. Requirement is intended to allow the lawless DSS more time to continue detaining Onyendu. But the plan is that the evil was dead on arrival because we had completed a mission, said Kanu's lawyer. It is still amazing me, like I am amazed that, that the federal government that said no, I don't like interfering with the matter of the judiciary. And of course, it is true. Sincerely, it is very correct. I've said it. They have free arm of government. And those free arm of government, they have the rights to act on their own. What they exist to do for each other is to checkmate their excesses. Now, he be the cocoa. You understand? To checkmate their excesses. But hereby, you have allowed them to, perform their duty, and they now bring something to you, just like the executive now. They now bring an order, and you're now challenging that order. And that particular order has its own power. The executive power. No, it don't make sense. All right. I don't know why up till now the government is holding this man back, even when, the Court of Appeal, like I said before, the third arm of government has given their ruling on this matter. And initially, I think late last year, one of the respected Igbo elders, southeastern statesman elder, in the person of Mr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, went to meet the president with some other respected Igbo elders, and they came back. They went there and Buhari told them, see, this matter. So Mr. Chukwuemeka Ezife actually went to see the president with some other statesmen. And the president received them all, he spoke on the government to, find a political solution to the problem rather than, taking, the indigenous people of Biafra's leaders to court. And, the president said, okay, he's going to think about it. Only for the president to wake up and, come back and said, that he does not want to interfere with the proceedings, the court proceedings, that since the matter is already in court. And they left him be. You understand? So now, that is why people are coming out and are even saying, why would they come out to say, why would the federal government now, still hold this man back? Because they're the one that said they don't want to interfere. Now they're interfering. The court don't decide now, call for, okay, this man make una free him. You understand? Have you announced that the media has carried it that he has been freed? But release this man. That is why when people are telling me, oh, a lot of people called me and was telling me, this man, they have released him now. He has come out. I said, until I hear him speak, even the Southeastern region people gone, those ones, because a lot of people are like, this is as home is going to stop, he's going to stop, and I'm saying, making Allah and come as I can't give at least one speech. What will determine or what will really give people that what's it called, that conviction that he's out? He will need to come out, make a speech, give a press statement, or maybe just come out and address people. That is when they'll know, say, okay, this man truly, the Nigerian government has released him. But without that, nothing changed. And the thing is, it is now downing this thing the federal government is doing. It be like saying, trouble that they find. Yes, because I keep saying it, I don't understand why the third arm of government will give an order. It is just like Buhari coming out to this thing what they talk about. I've said it that we have three arms of government: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Now, the executive have their own powers, the legislators have their own powers, and the judiciary. That is why you are able to see. The legislative body sign bill into law. They sign bill into law because they have their powers. The executive cannot stop them. The same way the president will come out and give, and say this thing will happen and to stand. The same powers is the same way the judiciary body, the judiciary arm of government have. They have the right to say this thing, remove this building, or give this person the papers of this particular house, or, do this, and it will stand. And I've said it that the three arm of government, they perform what I call checkmate. They checkmate the excesses of each other. That is the only thing they do. The legislature cannot come out and tell the judiciary that this will not happen. The same way the executive cannot come. So why exactly are they kicking against it? And you know why I'm saying this thing? This Southeastern region, you guys this, they go drag this matter reach. If they drag and reach their problem, tomorrow people will say, these Southeastern people, they like to make noise. They are the one that is causing the problem. Now, is it not crystal clear that there is something going on? I don't know what exactly, I don't know what the motive is. All right. If after all the atrocities Nnamdi Kanu committed, the Nigerian court decided to set him free, it means Nigeria is doomed forever. This man needs to be executed for justice to those first men that died in his command, and thousands have led to their early grave. It is quite unfortunate how authorities always turn blind into the happening around them. I don't understand. What are you saying? So are you saying that this man, as he was in prison, he was giving... Do you know that when you go and visit, when you go to visit somebody in prison, they will stand there with you. They're not leaving you. You understand? They're going to stand around and listen to what he says. So Nigerian youth telling lawyers, making go kill people, because I don't understand. This your accusations. It is unfounded. And you know what thing they even mad me more? They mad me more that there are some people who they had not been following this story. They just come and jump into the story. I've said it severally that this indigenous people of Biafra, the agitation is caused by what? The root cause of it is lack of equity, lack of fairness, and lack of justice. If these three things have been addressed, then the agitation would have, reduced, or